Hello, Accelerated Math 6-7 students. We are still in Module 3, and we are going to take a look at Lesson 9, which is called Locating Ordered Pairs on a Coordinate Plane, and it's on page 61 in my comp book. So here is page 61 in my comp book. It's called Locating Ordered Pairs on a Coordinate Plane. So I want you to think a minute about getting our minds centered on that. Locating ordered pairs. So ordered pairs are the actual numerical values contained in parentheses separated by a comma that tells you where a point sits. So we're going to talk about finding points on a coordinate plane using their ordered pairs. So our goal, today we will learn how to plot ordered pairs on a coordinate plane. The question that I want you to be thinking about today is, if a point lies on an axis, what is true about its coordinates? Okay, if a point lies on an axis, what is true about its coordinates? Okay, so things to remember. I'm just going to go ahead and take this off because I want you guys to answer them as we work through. So things to remember. What two axes make up a coordinate plane? So what I'm asking in this question is, what is this? And what is this called? These are both called axes, okay? And what two are used to make up a coordinate plane? They have specific names. First one, what is this one called? That is correct. It is the x-axis, okay? What is this one called then? That is correct, the y-axis. So in your notes, what you can do is you can write x-axis and y-axis, okay? Then the next question that is listed there, it says, what is the x-axis? So the answer to that question that we need to write down for the x-axis is the horizontal line that makes the coordinate plane. Okay? And not only is it a line, but it's actually a what? A number line. So the x-axis is the horizontal number line that makes the coordinate plane. Okay? The next thing that we have is, what is the y-axis? Okay, well we could write a definition that's very similar to this except changing one word. The y-axis is the vertical number line that makes the coordinate plane. Okay, so I think we're pretty good about what is the x-axis, what is the y-axis. Okay, the next question is, what is an ordered pair? Okay, well, an ordered pair is the math notation that tells the math notation that tells where the point is. Okay, and what we do with ordered pairs is we have to, it's a must, it's a requirement, you must have parentheses, then you must have the x value, so telling you where to go on the x-axis, separated by a comma, then you have the y value, and then you have parentheses. That is what an ordered pair is. So you have the number that represents the x-axis, you have the number that represents the y-axis, and they're both encompassed inside the parentheses with a comma that separates them in the middle. So that's an ordered pair. Okay? The next thing that it says we have to identify is, what is the x-coordinate? Okay, well that's pretty easy. The x-coordinate is the numerical value of x. So it is the number that sits there. Okay, so then the next question says, what is the y-coordinate? Again, all you're doing is switching up one of the words. The numerical value of the y. Okay, so not too bad. So we now know the number that sits here and the number that sits here are called the x-coordinate and the y-coordinate. Okay, the next question in your book says, what is an ordered pair? Oh, I asked you that again. You don't have to do that one again. I apologize. An ordered pair again. I would say, what is an ordered pair to put on there? Let's say the ordered pair. Well, we said that. It's the math notation that tells where the point is. You must have parentheses, x, comma, y, parentheses. And then the last question, sorry, kiddos, I'm embarrassed. How many quadrants are there? There are, let's look at it. Here's a coordinate plane. Okay, this whole thing is called a coordinate plane. Okay, and there are, here's 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 quadrants. Okay, there are 4 quadrants, and they're numbered very, very carefully. Okay, they are numbered with Roman numerals counterclockwise. Okay, so this is quadrant 1 with the Roman numeral 1. This is quadrant 2 with the Roman numeral 2. This is a quadrant 3 with a Roman numeral 3. And this is quadrant 4 with a Roman numeral 4. Okay, so 4 quadrants counterclockwise. The other thing that I would like you to put in there that's not in your book, but I would like you to do it anyway, is when you have quadrant 1, so we're going to say quadrant, you can write it right down here, or write it where I would put ordered pair, sorry. Quadrant 1 has all positive x's and positive y values in them. Okay, so for example, if you go 2 up 3, that's going to sit in quadrant 1 because you go over to the right 2, up 3, and your dot is sitting in quadrant 1. Okay? Quadrant 2, you need to write this down, please. Quadrant 2 has negative x values and positive y values. So an example of this would be negative 4, comma 3. So that means you go to the left 4 and up 3, and here's your dot. Okay. Quadrant 3, you're writing this down, please, has all the negative x values and the negative y values. So they're both negative in this one. So for example, it would be negative 5, comma, negative 8. So what that tells you as the mathematician or the plotter is you have to go to the left 5 and down 8, and your point sits somewhere down there. Okay, and then the last quadrant, quadrant 4, has all of the positive x values and the negative y values. So an example of this would be parentheses 6, comma, negative 2. So what that's telling me on my graph is go to the right 6, but go down 2, and your point is sitting down here in the 4th quadrant. Okay? So those are all the different parts. So if we go back to our goal, today we will learn how to plot ordered pairs on a coordinate plane. I think we did that because we're identifying these points. Let's plot this example right here. We're going to go ahead and plot it. So this is telling me to right 2, up 3. So I go to the right 2, up 3. That's a 3. And then I go to the right 2 and up 3. You always go x first. Okay? Then on this one, you're always doing x first, so I go to the left 3 and up 3. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. That's a negative 3. So to the left 3 and up 3, and I put a dot. Okay, you see it? All right. The next one is to the left 3 and down, or to the left 5. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not even paying attention. This is supposed to be? To the left 4 and up 3. Woo, Mrs. Nelson, come on, get it together. Okay, to the left 4 and up 3. Okay, this one is to the left 5 and down 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I go all the way over here, and that's where that point sits. Okay, and then my last one says to the right 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and down 2. So that's about here. Okay, so hopefully you're understanding how to plot this. This is a review. It's not the first time you've seen it, so hopefully all of this is making sense to you. So today we will learn how to plot ordered pairs on a coordinate plane. We did that. If a point lies on the axis, so what are the coordinates if it's sitting right here? What did we do? We went to the right 2 and up 0. That's interesting. What if it's sitting right here? Okay. Did we go to the right at all or the left? Nope. So that's 0. But we went down 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is what we see. So the question said, what if a point lies on an axis? What is true about its coordinates? We could say one of the coordinates is 0. Okay, so that's how you answer that question. Okay, so I think that's it. We will practice some more in class tomorrow. Hopefully these notes were helpful to you, and I will see you then. Bye.